Welcome to That Generic Tech Podcast. I'm Timothy Matthews.
You just scared me.
And I have someone who has no name.
I'm Vinny Mercedes.
I totally threw that left field.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that, let me tell you.
So we are here to talk about surprises and technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And we have not a lot of stuff to talk about because it's all happening next week.
Pretty much.
So how have you been doing, Vince?
I've been okay, you?
I can't complain. Tired. Busy. Working. Teching. You know what was pretty cool?
You did not just say Tekken.
I'm teching.
Oh my god. That's almost as bad as that gelling commercial. Remember that? What was it?
I'm
Dr.
gelling.
Scholl's?
Yeah, Dr. Scholl's. You know what? I need one of those insoles.
Oh my god.
I need to be gelling.
Oh god. Just stop the podcast now. Just stop.
Did you
What?
Did you
No,
watch-
I did not pre-order Surface.
Okay, I'm not talking about that. Who cares about Surface?
Yeah, what?
No, I'm talking about. Did you see the Red Bull Stratus?
I didn't watch it live. I saw snippets of it.
Man, I watched it live on Sunday. It was crazy.
Yeah, it looked pretty nuts.
Okay,
that's heavy duty.
The whole ascent, okay, mind you can be doing other things while you're doing the ascent. It was like 2.5 hours to ascend. But like the last bit of the ascent was pretty cool because, not pretty cool because of this, but it was exciting because he had some troubles with his visor and stuff like that and whatever.
Okay.
And it was like, oh my god, is he gonna do it or not? And then when he jumped, how badass is it? It's like this door just opens in his pod, right? He just sticks his feet outside and he just sees you see the curvature of the earth and everything. You're in the edge of space and you just get up and you're just standing in a little porch and he's gives a salute and says, I'm coming back home, and just dives down. That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I saw that picture of him in this pod and then you see Earth.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, that guy's up high.
Oh, it was insane.
Yeah, that's
insane.
crazy.
And he went faster than the speed of sound.
Yeah.
He went 800 and something miles per hour. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't know, man. That's scary to think of.
And interesting. What's even more amazing is that feed did not die on YouTube Live, and it had 8 million people watching at the same time.
Hey, maybe we should do our podcast on YouTube Live.
I guess. I think you need some sort of agreement or something.
Really? I don't know. It looks like it's just a link that you click.
I mean, I could try it. Oh, why not?
I guess we'll look into it.
I guess so. Yeah, we'll try that, I guess. Cool. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. YouTube Live, Google, fun. So, okay, so all the announcements and everything that's being released is next week. So,
so what are we expecting next week then?
Let's break down. Okay, you know what? Let's do the calendar thing right now. Okay, so next week, starting on October 23rd, Apple's having their announcement.
Okay,
it is actually official. There's going to be an announcement, and they say we have something little. We have something little to show you.
Okay. Oh man.
Guess what that means.
Next.
Okay. Next.
No. So we all know what this is. Apple has become really, really bad at keeping secrets.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. I think they don't have the fear of Steve Jobs killing employees or something, or just firing them left and right for leaking stuff.
Do you remember when Steve Jobs was in charge and no one knew anything?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome because when they came to the announcement, no one knew what the hell to expect, and he used to blow everyone away. But now it's okay, we pretty much know what it is, and
that's called showmanship.
That's called striking the fear of God into all your employees, and if they leak, they die. Tim Cook does not have that fear. Tim Cook's I'll be your pal anyway. He's not ruthless, So yeah, well, you know what? That's pretty much it. I'm not going to speculate more. That is all.
So and that's on the 23rd.
The 23rd. So you know what? We'll talk about it next week. My prediction: if they don't sell it, if they sell it above $250, it's a fail. That's all I got to say.
if it's above $250.
Yep. If it's above $250, it's a fail. No one's going to buy it. I wouldn't buy it. It makes no sense to buy it. You know, $250 is the right price point for.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't they leak some prices? Was around 3 something, if I'm not mistaken.
If it's 3 something, they lost.
You think?
Yeah,
I think it's gonna sell out like crazy.
No, I don't. If they do, I have no idea. It's a bunch of people saying Apple is amazing. That's about it. It's not an actual. You know, I don't know. Like you at that price point in that size, you have better choices. You know, and cheaper choices actually. So I mean, when you go into the 7-inch tablet market, it's more like, you know, you're just getting in, and when you're getting in, you don't want to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
Spending $300 on iPad. Excuse me, iPad Mini. You might as well spend the extra $100 and get an iPad 2. No?
I agree 100%.
There you go. Okay, so done. So that's all we're going to talk about that for now. The next thing is the 26th is Microsoft Windows 8 is coming out, along with the Surface RT.
Yeah, well, the Surface RT is already available for pre-order.
Yeah, so it's $499, and what do you get with that, Vince?
You get a Surface RT tablet, and that's pretty much it.
No, but like in terms of I think it's like $100 and something more for one.
$120 more will get you the key. Now, there's 2 types of keyboards.
Yeah.
There's the it's a touch keyboard kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's the ones that it's like if you're in live in an iPad world, it's like the smart cover, but the smart cover has like bumps in it that where keys are supposed to be, and like they're touch sensitive keys. So it's like a keyboard. Okay, good. Okay. And then there's the other one.
And then there's the other keyboard, which gives you some like feedback when you actually type.
It's an actual physical keyboard.
A letter, let's say.
Yeah, it's an actual physical keyboard. It's something comparable to like a Bluetooth keyboard, let's say, but it's connected via the dock.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the price is $499. Now, do you think it's too expensive?
No.
You think that's a good price?
You can't charge anything less than that.
Well, considering the fact that it comes bundled with Office RT, well, okay, it's Office Home and Student.
What does that mean?
That's pretty much...
that's everything. Seriously.
Word, Excel, OneNote, and PowerPoint.
Because you don't need Outlook.
You don't need Outlook.
Because you have Microsoft Mail.
Yeah,
like you're
going to have the mail client on RT.
Yeah, exactly, which is ActiveSync, which connects to anyone's.
Well, I mean, like if you're a student or you're at home, do you really need Outlook?
No. But even at that, if you're an enterprise, let's say, do you really need Outlook if you have ActiveSync? No.
No, you could just go on.
Exactly.
You know, so it comes pre-packaged with Word, Excel, OneNote, and PowerPoint, which is pretty good.
You want to know something? It comes with OneNote. That's amazing, right there.
Yeah,
that's a killer.
Right.
That's a killer app right there. $499. You get a tablet that has OneNote in it, and Word and Excel, PowerPoint. It comes with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote.
Yeah. Comes packaged with it.
I'm sorry, that's priced right.
Yeah. So, and at the same time, I mean, okay, so you have the 2 variations of the keyboard. You have the touch cover, which is $120, and we're talking US dollars. And you have the type cover, which is the one with the with that bounce back feedback.
Okay.
And that's $130.
My only problem with all this is that the Surface tablet does not offer anything that's 3G.
No, it doesn't.
That I think is a big mistake. They could have offered one. My question to you actually is that do USB keys work? Like the USB 4G sticks or the 3G sticks, do they work with RT?
Well, here we go now. We don't know about that. We don't know if it is.
Because if it does, then that is actually a smart move because all these keys are practically free now. You just pay for like the service, and you can make any tablet into 3G when you want it.
Yeah, but you're going to be, if you don't mind sacrificing your only USB port.
Again, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Even at that, you want to know something also too that I find kind of weird? There's no GPS.
There's no GPS.
Now,
are these things that are going to come because we are at version 1.0?
I know, but
I suspect that these will come at a later date.
Well, when you're competing against something that's kind of like, there's a dominant force and you're already playing as the underdog and you're not introducing like something completely groundbreaking, at least with GPS.
In my honest opinion, I think it's groundbreaking enough. Even though it's missing the 3G or LTE and what's it called?
GPS.
The other thing that's the GPS, I don't find it a big deal really. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me. Okay, I'm talking about myself right now. I'm not talking about the general public.
For you, okay, but for me, like on my iPad, I have the 3G iPad 2. I use Evernote. I use a few journaling apps and whatnot, and it tracks my location and it tells me where I took notes and stuff. And it's actually handy, Or when I use Maps on it, there is Maps in Windows 8. It's just funny that they don't put GPS.
Yeah.
Maps.
So, but I mean, it might come in an update or something. Anyway,
by GPS it's in the hardware. If it's not there, it's not there.
If it's in the hardware, it's a different story.
Yeah, GPS is a sensor.
So unless there's a sensor, or unless it just uses your internet location, because when I used Maps on my Windows 8 desktop, it knows where I am.
Yeah, but because it's probably using, I don't know, on your laptop.
No, on my desktop.
On your desktop, does your desktop have Wi-Fi?
My desktop is connected via Ethernet.
Okay, it doesn't have a Wi-Fi card, is it? Because then it would use triangulation with Wi-Fi. But
doesn't have a Wi-Fi card, no.
Okay. Well, anyway.
So it probably picks up something from Bell.
I think it's when you get to something that's a tablet, you expect these things. That's what I think. But if you're in school and you want to go like, if you're in school and you need something that's very cheap, that you just need Word, PowerPoint, Excel, OneNote. OneNote is practically invaluable when you're in college and university or whatever. This is perfectly fine. This will do everything you want it to do.
Well, yes, yeah. If you're just going to school and you're doing all that kind of stuff, yeah. Or you're just a regular home user, you're going to be able to do really pretty much anything you want with it.
Yeah.
Except you will not be able to install your legacy Intel applications.
Which is pretty much any Windows application under the sun, unless it's sold by the App Store, the My Windows App Store.
Exactly.
Which it's going to be I'm going to count that as a negative right now because it's something that you can't use what you already know on it.
Like you're talking about let's say you're on the bus or something and you want to be able to surf the web, you're not going to be able to.
No, I'm talking about for example, for me when I work, I have Visio.
Yeah.
Right. I can't install Visio.
Unless Visio is going to be,
that's what I'm saying.
It's going to be. It's probably going to be a WinRT app.
People that are pre-ordering this now, they're not going to be able to do this with their RT tablet. Do you get what I'm saying?
For certain Microsoft applications, they will be able to,
but not
because they're going to come out with an RT version.
Yes, I know, but it's not out. That's what I'm saying. You can't install it.
It's not out right now.
That's what I'm saying. If people everyone's going to come up with an RT version or an RT workaround or an RT substitute for a specific application. Like, for example, I use a bunch of crappy little apps. I use something called Putty. Okay, Putty is an SSH client, right?
Putty's great.
But Putty is not going to run on my Windows RT tablet.
No.
Okay.
You have to wait for the RT version to come out.
But that's the thing. And also, the big question about this RT tablet is that are my dongles going to work? For example, I have a dongle that goes from USB to serial, which I need. This is my use case scenario, but is what I need to connect to a switch, or connect to a firewall or something like that, like an enterprise firewall that you use serial connections to set things up.
Yeah.
And will that work with RT?
Probably not.
Probably not. I don't know. The extent of it. Probably, maybe. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it did either, because they were saying that Windows Phone 8, which is the same code base, more or less, will have this support. So, again, it's we're gonna find out next Friday if all this stuff actually works, and and also printer support too. That's another thing too. How are these printer drivers going to work? With Windows RT.
So I mean,
there's a lot of questions.
Well, we already know how it's going to work for Windows 8 Pro.
Oh, Windows 8 Pro, there's no question. There's
no question.
It's Windows.
It's just going to work.
Yeah,
because it's
gonna
Intel.
work. But it's just the RT that Apple has a good solution, which is called AirPrint, which it uses industry standards in order to just print via the network via Bonjour service. But when it comes to Windows RT, when you get this RT tablet, the only thing is that are these printer drivers going to be able to work, or are they going to be able to work with this tablet that you can't install regular software with? So there's a lot of questions that are going to be answered next week. Which,
I'm hoping, because they're leaving a lot of questions unanswered right now.
But that's the problem.
Because they're not even really properly explaining to regular consumers what is RT and what is 8.
And that, you know what? And a lot of people are going to be really, really, really mad about that. Very, very mad, because they're going to come. There's going to be a lot of people. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be like Windows 8 again, or whatever it's going to be called. People are going to come. They're going to buy a Windows 8 laptop. Windows 8 tablet laptop hybrid, right? Which they don't know if they're getting RT or Windows 8, right? Because it's very confusing. Even there's a Lenovo one that's running ARM, and I'm like, really? That's running ARM? And it looks like it could be running Intel, right? There's no physical distinction. There's no actual distinction of what is running what until you actually have to get into details, which most consumers will not do, or someone tells you, or you open it up and you discover, hey, I can't do anything. There's going to be a lot of returns of people saying, I can't use my printer, I can't use my scanner, I can't use my camera.
So hopefully that's not going to be the case for Microsoft.
They're not explaining
because then they're not going to say, well, you're not supposed to buy that version, you're supposed to buy the Windows 8 Pro version, which is coming out in around 3 or 4 months. And the consumers will be like, what?
No one's going to know this. My aunt's not going to notice. No regular person is going to know what the difference is.
No, that's why they should have. They should have communicated. But that's Microsoft. They never really communicate things that well.
Well, they should have this time, because especially if you're publicly releasing and pushing 2 different versions of the same operating system, more or less, just different architectures and 2 things that can't do the same thing, but they visually look the same thing. You're going to confuse like 85% of the people that are going to buy these laptops / tablets.
Yeah, so we're going to have to wait to see on the 26th if they do properly communicate all this. Because, okay, right now it's ready for pre-order, and I feel as if the people who are pre-ordering know what's going on, because the regular consumers are not going to know that it's out for pre-order.
No, and unless they, You know what's funny? I was at a client that like they don't really know that much about technology, but they came up to me and they're like, you're going to get that new iPad next week. I'm like, how the heck do you know this? It's
because that's on the news, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's funny because Apple can do like that and people would know, and just Microsoft release something and no one knows. It's funny. Yeah. It's funny how that works out. But no, it's just, you know what? It's getting too close. I don't think anyone's going to actually know, and there's going to be a lot of kerfuffle on this, and it's sad. But you want to know something? I hope it does succeed. I hope all the questions that we're asking right now, actually there's a solution, hopefully. But yeah, pretty much.
Well, there's already been some good news with Windows RT,
which
is that the cheapest model is sold out.
The $499, the pre-order?
Yeah, it's been sold out since yesterday.
From the Microsoft store we're talking about, right? Microsoft Online store? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's good. It's good news.
Mind you, they
there's-
weren't making
right
that
now.
much.
It's because there was nothing really ever Microsoft sold except for the Xbox that really sold out at pre-order, right?
And some mice.
Like, so shut up, Tim.
It's true, they
Some
made mice.
I don't care what anyone says. Microsoft makes the best mice and keyboards. They
Okay,
do.
no, well, I'm talking.
Dude, I used this Microsoft mouse, and it's like phenomenal.
Okay, yeah, I have a Microsoft mouse too. It's this, I forget what it's called. It's pretty cool. But the keyboard, the Apple keyboards are the best though. But anyway, besides the point,
What the small little ones?
the external keyboards.
The one that comes with the iMac?
Yeah.
No, I disagree. I can't stand that keyboard.
Well, when you type a lot, they're actually just fantastic. Anyway, that's
Maybe I got a bad keyboard because the one I bought for one of my clients. Oh man, I had to stop using it and plug in a USB one, an old USB one.
Okay. All right. Anyway, that's another topic.
I'm just saying. Just saying. But listen. Now, I'm pretty sure we explained what our Windows RT kind of is.
Yeah.
But if we didn't, let's be a little more clear. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So for anyone who's actually listening and wants to know the difference between Windows RT and Windows 8, because they're not calling Windows RT Windows 8 RT. They're not calling it that. They're calling it Windows RT.
Which I don't understand. Anyway, yeah.
I don't know. This is the way it is. So here, and I unfortunately have to explain it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. All right. So Windows RT is Windows 8. However, there's one huge difference. Okay, they both look the same. They both act the same. You could pretty much do the same things except, and it's a pretty big issue, you cannot use, and I'm going to call them legacy applications, because whatever you see on your desktop right now, whether it be through an iMac, MacBook Pro, a Lenovo laptop, or a Windows desktop running XP, Vista, or Windows 7, these are all now called legacy applications because they run in a desktop kind of way. Now this is all old stuff, right, Tim?
It's the technical term is x86 apps, but yeah.
But what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
They are considered to be legacy apps because they're not touch first. So, and now we're supposed to be in a post-PC era, right? So these are legacy apps. Okay, Tim, I know, you don't, and I know. But this is the way that everyone else is explaining it, so I'm going to explain the same way. Okay? So, the main difference between the Windows RT and Windows 8 Pro is that on Windows 8 Pro, you can run these old applications. So let's say you're a little business firm, okay, and you need to run Simply Accounting. That's going to work on Windows 8 Pro.
Or Quicken.
Quicken.
For Americans.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Quicken. Or what else? What else do people use on their desktop? The tax return software. uTorrent. I don't know.
iTunes.
Vizio's, Outlook. All those old applications.
iTunes.
Your legacy apps will run on Windows RT, but they will not run. Sorry, will run on Windows 8 Pro,
Photoshop.
but they will not run on Windows RT.
Photoshop.
Thank you. That's a prime example. Photoshop. All those Adobe applications, CS5 or whatever, or what was that application that used to run Flash? I mean, used to
Flash?
program Flash.
Oh.
You remember?
Program for
Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver doesn't program Flash. Dreamweaver's an
Whatever it
HTML.
was. I'm not a web designer. Dreamweaver and all those other like fireworks and all those other applications.
It just made HTML.
All those other
pages.
applications. They're gonna run on Windows 8, but they will not run on Windows RT. That's the main difference here, okay? And also, if you're going to look to buy the Surface, which is the tablet made by Microsoft,
just get the Pro.
There's also going to be hardware differences between RT and the 8 Pro version.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why didn't they include... Okay, so in the Windows 8 RT... Oh, fuck. I just did it. The Windows
You just did
RT...
it. You see Windows... No. Surface... Okay, right now we're talking about Surface. Are we not talking about Surface or we're talking about the operating system?
I'm talking about the Surface, but the RT version of the Surface does not include the pen.
No.
The Pro version of the Surface includes a pen.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's Pro.
That is dumb.
And you have and they're trying to keep the price down. They have to keep the price down. It's got to be
It's a pen.
somewhat competitive.
It's a pen.
Dude, they're going to charge $100 for that goddamn pen. I know they are.
It comes with...
It doesn't matter.
Dude, you can get a pen for the iPad for like $1 now. You can go to the dollar store and get a pack of 3.
So then go to the dollar store. What do you want me to tell you?
It's just crazy. Okay.
So they have to keep the price down somehow, or else if they make it too expensive, no one's going to buy it.
People that are listening to this podcast probably would appreciate the Intel version. So the Intel version is what you can run all your apps, like Vinny said. That is the better machine. It has USB 3 on it. It has HDMI on it. Do you want me to tell you the comparisons right now?
Yeah, I can tell you the comparisons.
Do it. Because I can say like the RT version is kind of DOA for anyone that's really serious.
I think it's DOA for people like you and me.
It's DOA on people who are serious about stuff. I think
it's DOA for it's DOA. Let me rephrase that. It's DOA for power users.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
RT doesn't come with PowerShell, does it?
I don't think it would.
It should.
I don't know.
That would suck.
On the desktop, okay, whatever
Sorry, that was a
is made by Microsoft, whatever is made by Microsoft will work on RT.
So then if there's CMD, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then there should be PowerShell.
It should be able to run.
Because that would really suck.
Because it's made by all the calculator, all that stuff you find on the desktop now. When you first install Windows 7.
So there's Solitaire. Solitaire still works.
Yes. Solitaire still works. Here, let's go through the differences, okay?
Yes.
All right. So now we're talking about the Surface right now, Microsoft Surface. Mm-hmm. So and it's the RT versus Pro. So in the operating system, okay, we already know what the difference is. Okay, so on the Surface RT, you're getting Windows RT 32-bit. On the Surface Pro, you're getting Windows 8 Pro, which is 64-bit. Already there, I'm sold right there. Anyway.
I mean, what is it? What do you mean you're sold already? The 32-bit on an ARM processor means...
Because I want Windows 8 Pro.
No, I understand, but you said that, like, the difference between the... Okay, so you're not talking about the actual processor. Like, the actual, like, version of, like, the...
Architecture?
Yeah.
No. Just because Windows 8 Pro.
Because it's Windows 8 Pro. Okay.
Yeah. I don't care about 64-bit.
It's kind of
well, I do, but you know what I mean.
Like, there's no 64-bit version because they don't... I don't think there's...
No, it's ARM.
Yeah, it's ARM. Okay, cool.
Software compatibility. So here it is. The Surface RT, Metro-style apps, bundled desktop applications only. Okay? And that includes Office RT, which is pretty much home and student. And Surface Pro, Metro-style apps, and all your desktop applications.
Win right there.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, the Surface Pro is going to be a little thicker than the Surface RT. Okay? Mm-hmm. So the Surface RT is at 10.81 by 6.77 by 0.37 inches. Okay? As compared to this Pro, with the Pro, which is 10.81 by 6.81 by 0.53.
Yeah, it's not that much thicker.
So it's a bit thicker.
It is heftier, but you get a pen.
There's the pen again. Weight. Surface RT weighs 1.5 pounds. The Surface Pro weighs 2 pounds.
Compare that to a laptop.
Okay? Yeah.
That's what I gotta say.
Yeah. Okay, storage. So, you have two options for the Surface RT. 32-bit or 64-bit. 32 gigs or 64 gigs.
Okay.
If you're going to go buy a Surface RT, buy the 64 gig.
We'll explain why in just a minute.
Oh, yeah. Is that actually... Anyway, okay, we'll get there. Surface Pro, you have two choices. 64-bit... again, I said it again. Christ. 64 gigs or 128 gigs.
You're going to have to excuse us because this is like almost 11 o'clock at night and we have had a long day at work. So
that too.
There you go.
Pen support, they both they both work with capacitive pen support.
Yeah.
Except the RT doesn't come with one, but the Pro does come with a touch pen. So the CPU, okay? So the RT is going to be running NVIDIA Tegra 3 T30.
Yeah. Standard.
Yeah. The Surface Pro is going to be a brand spanking new Intel Core i5 third generation Ivy Bridge with Intel HD graphics 4000.
Right there is just the win right there. I'm sorry. It's a Core i5. Come on, you can't really go wrong.
Yeah.
Even when you get that on a laptop, it's like insane.
That's crazy. Right there, that blows my mind.
Good.
Right.
That is good processor to have.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like a Centrino or whatever they call it now. What is it?
The RAM on the RT is going to be 2 gigs. The Pro is going to have 4 gigs.
Atom. That's what I was thinking. Atom,
that's the one.
Yeah, so just repeat that again. So 2 and 4
gigs as compared to 4 gigs, Tim.
Yeah, so there you go right there as well.
Wireless, they both have the same wireless capabilities, ABGN, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.0.
Does it say 5 gigahertz?
A is 5 gigahertz, isn't it?
N is 5 gigahertz. N is 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. The real N is 5 gigahertz. So if you actually want the
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if it's a 5 gig band.
Yeah, because sometimes
because wireless N has both 2.4 and 5. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
okay.
And if you really want to take advantage of N, it's the 5 gigs you want.
They both have the same cameras, RT. They both sport 720p HD cameras, front and rear facing. Mm-hmm. The ports, however, there's a very big difference with the ports. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. So RT comes with a USB 2.0, micro SD XC, headset jack, HD video out port, and the cover port. That's for the keyboard. Now the huge difference, and the only difference. Oh, sorry. There's two big differences. The Pro comes with a 3.0, a USB 3.0. The RT doesn't. It's a big difference. Yeah. Micro SD, just the same as the RT. Headset jack. However, it's going to have a mini display port with the cover port.
That's cool.
So those are your two sensors. Your two differences. Sensors. I'm not going to get into sensors. The ambient light sensor. They have the accelerometer, the gyroscope, and the compass. Battery. I won't get into that.
There's a
power
gyroscope
supply, all that stuff. I'm not going to get into all that.
There's a gyroscope
so those,
and compass, but not a GPS. Amazing.
What was that?
It has a gyroscope and a compass, but it doesn't have a GPS. Like have an accelerometer and GPS. That's all I gotta say.
So no GPS, no mobile broadband, no NFC, and no desktop docks.
I'm not expecting it to have NFC. No.
Okay. So those are the 4 things that it's really missing right there. The two bigger ones being the mobile support and the GPS, which I imagine would come later on
in another version.
Yeah.
So in short, if you use CAD or if you use if you're really serious about your computer, don't get the Surface RT because you're going to be very disappointed. If you're really serious about your computer, get the Surface Pro, which is actually going to be a laptop replacement, more or less. That's all I got to say. So one thing that we mentioned about the hard drive space is that for the RT, there's the 32 gig and the 64 gig. The reason why we're saying to take the 64 gig is that there's a new report saying that Windows RT is going to take 12 gigs of storage.
Does that include the prepackaged apps and all that, like Office?
I don't know if it does include, but it's still hella huge.
Yeah, 12 gigs is pretty big. Considering Office is already pre-installed, okay, I kind of get it.
Even Windows 7 with, let's say Windows 7 with Office does not come up to like 12 gigs.
No, it's what, like 7, 8, 9 maybe?
Oh,
I can't remember.
8 gigs.
Sorry?
8 gigs probably. Like the install itself is 5 gigs for Windows 7, and then you add an extra gig, let's say, for Office. You know, so we're at the 7 gig range, let's say. 7 to 8.
Well, okay. For, minimum requirements for Windows 7 is 16 gig available hard disk space.
Right, that's
for 32-bit.
That's available.
Or 20 for 64-bit.
Yeah. That's available.
How much it actually installs?
It's about 5 gigs.
Remember.
It's about 5 gigs. I've done plenty of Windows 7 installs. It's just something I.
I imagine
it's about 7. It's about 5 gigs. So I could be off by like a gig or two, but whatever. It's roughly that. So having something that's 12 gigs, holy crap! And it's the RT version. It's not even like the full. That's what I was talking to someone today, and they're there, and they're like, "Wow, this is DOA." It's like, like I was trying to explain to them, like they didn't really change much into Windows RT. They just made it adapt to ARM. They kept everything that was in it. They just changed the code base to ARM, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, if I was Microsoft,
I would have redone the freaking OS.
No, I would have just said screw ARM. I don't care. Let's just get the Intel versions out.
No, they want to have ARM because of base of battery life. But if you're going to come up with an ARM version, your OS install should be very, very small. Like iOS is 1 gig. That's your main competitor. It's 1 gig. You're doing a factor of 12. I don't. What do you say to that? You're not even offering something that's superior to what the iOS version is. That's for example. It's surprising that it's 12 gigs of storage.
So do you think it's DOA? Surface RT?
No, it's gonna have it's not okay. It's not going to be a breakout success like the iPad. That's for sure. It's going to appeal to some students.
Students and home users.
Some students.
I say students and people who don't really know about tablets.
Or computers in general.
Because they're going to go and be like, oh, wow, that looks so pretty. Oh, my God, you could have a pink keyboard.
Or
sold.
It could be a kid's first computer as well.
Yeah.
Like a 12-year-old's first laptop or something like that. Because it's fairly cheap. It's for $500 and you get something pretty good. And he'll have all Office in there, so they can do their schoolwork, So, I mean, like, stuff like that. But I'm talking about for like everyone else, anyone that has used a computer and is comfortable with what they run on their computer, the more interesting tablet's coming up, which is the Pro.
That's what I'm waiting for because I am gonna buy it.
Well, there you go.
I'm buying it right away. I'm gonna pre-order and everything.
All right, so there you go. When is that coming out? Like what, next year? Which I find is a big mistake too.
What are we now? Pro is coming out in probably around 3 or 4 months.
That is a mistake. It should come out at the same time.
Yeah.
It should be out now.
I want it now. Maybe we'll get a surprise on the 23rd, 26th. No?
This thing should be out like before the holidays. Them releasing it after the holidays is kind of dumb. very dumb.
I really want it.
No one will, because everyone already got their Christmas gifts and stuff like that. So anyway,
their money is well spent.
Their money is already well spent, and they're not gonna, January is probably the worst time to buy, to go for any company to announce something and release it. Like to release the product, like they can announce the product, like Apple done with the iPad, but do not actually release it until like March or something. Release the product in January. No one has funds to pay for it. Well, not a lot of people have the funds to pay for it because they're paying off the credit cards from the Christmas. So or
pretty much.
They're pretty much, it's Christmas hangover time. So I don't know. Whatever.
Well, that's that's what's happening. I'm gonna be getting the Surface Pro.
That's awesome though, and I can't wait to play with it on your thing.
That did not sound good. I cannot wait to play with it on your thing. That's good. Moving on.
Okay. Android event. So the last thing that's happening next week is there's an Android event on the 29th, and they're going to be probably talking about the Nexus.
Okay, so are we going to see the Nexus that's going to be built by LG?
No, you're going to see a bunch of them.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know if you've seen, but Sony, the Sony one got leaked.
I did not see that.
Yeah, the Sony one got leaked, and it looks like sex.
Whoa. So we're gonna have? Oh no, they're not. They're gonna do multiple vendors.
I don't care. You know what? Stock Android that's gonna be like updated regularly is good for everyone. That's all I gotta say.
Well, that's right, because it doesn't matter who makes it. It's gonna be stock Android.
Exactly, and you know what?
Like this bad boy right here, who's made by Asus or Asus. My Nexus. Tablet, my Nexus 7.
Oh yeah, I mean, have that. That's fine. I just, that's cool. That's cool. Because that's the advantage of having a Nexus is not because it's the best hardware. It's because it's the phone that's going to get updated. It's the phone that's blessed by Google. Which, if you care about updates on your phone, you care about keeping your phone relevant. It's the phone to get because it's kind of future-proofing your phone, and this, if you have multiple vendors for these phones, I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it as a good thing.
Really?
And you know what? This Sony phone.
So then we're going to see
cool.
a Nexus from Sony. We're going to see a Nexus from LG, Samsung still.
Hopefully HTC. My money, if I were to buy one, and I may buy one, is the Sony one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Sony hardware is nice. Sony hardware has always been great.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good.
I never had a problem with Sony hardware. It's just the garbage they put on it that's just garbage. So yeah, the Sony one or HTC one. Samsung, I just whatever. LG, I was only going to get the LG version because I thought that was the only one, but I'm not an LG fan.
Me neither.
It's like I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a bump up, from what they usually have. So. Yeah, so that is that. So I mean, I guess we'll find out more next week. But what's funny is that they're not. I don't think they're going to be announcing a new version of Android.
No.
Well, I haven't seen anything that's saying we're going to do that. There hasn't even been multiple rumors of key lime pie or whatever the hell it's going to be called. Or even people speculating about the name. No one actually cares. People still don't have Jelly Bean yet.
Yeah, that's right. I have Jelly Bean.
You have Jelly Bean.
I have Jelly Bean.
Because you got the device that was announced with Jelly Bean.
Yeah, I like it. I really like my Nexus 7.
Oh yeah, the Nexus 7 is fantastic. Google Now is amazing. You want to know something? While I was hanging out with my buddies on Saturday.
You have friends?
I have other friends. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we watched baseball together. That was great.
Oh God. Okay.
No, it was good. It was good. People are actually interested in baseball, and you sit around and have beers and you talk about other stuff while baseball's happening, and it's a sport that you make conversation with. Anyway,
yeah, unlike hockey, where that just doesn't happen because they're not playing right now.
That could be a pro, that could be a con, either or.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can actually ask it for the bacon number.
Excuse me?
Oh, you don't know what a bacon number is?
Bacon number.
Yeah. So there's a study that says that you cannot find other actors or actresses that like there's only a certain amount of people. Like Kevin Bacon has pretty much touched about mostly every actor or actress that is known. Like he's indirectly or directly worked with all these actresses or actors. Okay. And if Kevin Bacon worked with this person directly, it's a Bacon number of 1. Okay?
Wait, what is this an app? What is this?
No. This is like real. Like this is if you ask Google now, what's an actor?
How do I ask Google?
You've never used Google Now?
No.
You hold the home button in the middle where the dock is.
Yeah.
And you flick up. And there's Google.
Yeah, I saw this before, but what
and
do I
then
do?
there's a
Just
microphone button. You click the mic.
Sorry?
There's a microphone on the top, right hand corner.
Really?
I don't know.
No.
Is it on the Nexus 7? Yeah, it's got to be on the Nexus 7.
Oh, I have to press next. No wonder why. I never actually sat down and read it.
Oh my God, you've never used this.
No.
What a fail.
When leaving your vacation. I don't know. It's saying a whole bunch of crap right now.
Oh my God.
Get Google Now.
All right.
Yes,
hey,
I'm in.
Yes. Finally, you get to use the most, the kick-ass feature of your tablet.
Okay,
It's
so
like
what do
Siri.
I say?
So you say, what's an actor? Kiefer Sutherland. So you press the microphone.
Okay.
You say, what is Kiefer Sutherland's bacon number?
Hang on. I can't laugh while doing this, though.
Come on, do it.
Kiefer Sutherland's bacon number.
Come on. Do it.
All right, we're doing this live, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on.
Okay.
It works really well.
Hang on a sec. This is hilarious. Oh, God. Hang on. Let's do this, okay? Hang on. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, don't make me laugh, Tim.
I'm making you laugh.
All right. Okay, so this is Vinny using Google Now to find out Kiefer Sutherland's bacon number. Okay, let's do this. What is Kiefer Sutherland's bacon number? One.
Say
Kiefer Sutherland and Kevin Bacon appeared in Flatliners.
I told you.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is.
But okay, so you've never used this before.
I never used it before.
So
I'm not a Google guy.
It's very simple. Now you can press that button and say what's the weather tomorrow?
Because to tell you the truth, I held the home button before and I saw that and I did it and it just opened up a Google page. So I'm like, whatever. I never actually bothered to read it.
Are you kidding me? So now that thing is going to learn more and more about you. If you bring a tablet with you, you can it'll tell you if you have how long it's going to take you to get home. And if there's traffic and which way you should go and stuff like that. My friend has it on his Nexus, his Galaxy Nexus, and it's crazy. It tells him everything that's relative to him. Because it's
okay, but you see, this doesn't have. Does it have GPS? Yes, it does, but it doesn't have. It doesn't have 3G or LTE capabilities.
It doesn't matter if you're at work or something, or you tether it to your phone or whatever. But even at that, it's really cool. So, if you ask it sports scores or something like that, it's then gonna not even gonna it's not even going to wait until you ask it. It's going to present it on that page, the Google Now page, and it's going to start populating that page to stuff that's relevant to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Key for Sunderland's bacon number.
Yeah, we were asking, like, we went crazy. We went like, like Charlie Chaplin's bacon number, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Go do it.
What is Charlie Chaplin's bacon number? 2.
Crazy, eh? 2.
Charlie Chaplin and Michael Sheen appeared in Shooting the Hollywood Stars. Michael Sheen and Kevin Bacon appeared in Frost Nixon.
So the study, just to let you know for that fact, is that the study is that it's impossible to get a 6.
Sorry?
It's impossible to get a 6.
Really?
Yeah, like even try something completely crazy. Try Bill Gates.
All right.
Like Bill Gates and Kevin Bacon. Like that won't work, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What is Bill Gates' bacon number? 3.
Crazy.
Bill Gates and Steve Jobs appeared in Nerds 2.0.1. Steve Jobs and Tom Hanks appeared in the Pixar story. Tom Hanks and Kevin Bacon appeared in Apollo 13. That is awesome.
So, but you know what? You could also ask it like, what was the last? Did the Alouettes win last game? Ask it that. Did the Montreal Alouettes win last game?
Did the Montreal Alouettes win last game?
Even though that sounded terrible, but I just realized.
No, it does. It gives me search results.
Oh, ask Montreal Alouettes or something. What? Yeah.
Okay.
It should actually say like the Montreal Alouettes or.
Montreal Alouettes. Okay, it came up with pretty much their schedule and their next game and their previous game that they won 24-12.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Montreal Alouettes, by the way, is our football team in Montreal for the CFL, the Canadian Football League, which is a lot more hardcore than the NFL. But that's besides the point.
Oh, not going there.
Yeah. Hey,
so that's cool. So Google Now is great if you want to learn someone's bacon number.
Oh, well, everything else there, but
and
all right,
everything else. But most importantly, you're going to want to know that bacon number. You're going to want more cowbell in there. I'm telling you.
Okay, so that's pretty much everything that's going to be happening next week. So we'll be talking about that, and yeah, I think that's it. You wanted to talk about this screen cleaning. I totally did not see this article.
Okay. CNET. I hate CNET. I don't hate CNET. I like CNET, but sometimes I really hate them.
Okay.
This is the best article on CNET ever.
Make your own screen cleaning spray on the cheap.
So, You know how you go to Best Buy? And you'll buy this kind of thing right here, and I'm pretty sure I have it.
I have some.
Or if I don't have it, I'm sorry. This is live. I just remembered that I carried it. But oh no, I have it in my other room. Sorry.
I have it right
It's
here.
the screen cleaner solution. Yeah, there you go. But it's like it's special formula that cleans your LCD screen and blah 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 and all that bullshit, right? So all it pretty much is, and I'm gonna put a link on the show notes so that you guys could go out and make it yourself. All you need is a spray bottle, a little spray bottle or something, or a big spray. I have mine in a big spray bottle. I have it right here, actually. This is what I made. Look at that. See that, Tim?
That's a big bottle, man.
It's a big bottle.
You can get a smaller one.
However, so you're going to need 8 ounces of rubbing alcohol.
70% isopropyl.
Yeah, I don't know how to even pronounce that. So but it's rubbing alcohol.
Science.
So you're going to need 8 ounces of that. You're going to need 8 ounces of distilled or demineralized water.
Yeah.
You mix them together in that bottle, mix it up, stir it around, and you got yourself your screen cleaning solution. Just make sure you use a lint-free cloth to wipe your screen, and it works like magic. I used it to clean my screens. It works because what happens is if you use regular water, because there's a whole bunch of contaminants and minerals in regular tap water, it's not filtered.
No.
So when you clean your screen with it, it leaves that residue behind.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So with demineralized water or distilled water, all those minerals and all those things are all gone. So when you wipe it clean, and the alcohol helps clean it, it helps dissolve it as well. Mm-hmm. When you wipe the screen, it's clean. You don't see no streak marks or anything. And it cost me I bought distilled water for like $1, and the alcohol cost me like $2. So, and it works like a charm. And I also and you could also use it to clean your electronics too. I clean my whole laptop with it.
What do you mean, like the outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's a little tip for you guys.
Boom,
It's amazing.
I am going
This is the best article they've ever written. Ever.
It's saved. All right. Cool.
You should try it. Tim, I'm telling you, you should try it.
Okay.
Why are you against it for?
I'm not against it.
You're against it. You're totally against it.
I don't know. I'm not against it. Like, hold on.
Yes, you are.
Hold on. What's the ingredients in this thing?
He doesn't believe. He does not believe, ladies and gentlemen. Tim, you know what? I'm going to give you... I bought an extra bottle of the distilled water and alcohol. I will give you my distilled water and alcohol just so you could try it.
Hold on.
Tim is actually searching for the ingredients on his bottle right now.
Anti-static alcohol, ammonia, and sodium, lauryl sulfate free.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Whatever. So, anyway, you people out there in internet world, don't listen to Tim. Tim, sometimes he gets angry when it's 11 o'clock at night for some reason.
It is 11 o'clock at night. Shit.
Yes, it's 11:12. Oh. But go out, try this. I've used it on my screens. I use it on my TV. I have 3 screens here. I use it on my laptop, my keyboard, my mouse. Perfect. Doesn't leave. And you could use it on your phones too. You could use it on your phone. I use it on my Windows phone, and I use it on my crappy iPhone 4. I made Tim smile. Haha.
Okay. Okay. Cool. No, seriously, a good tip. I'm gonna try it eventually.
Try it and let me know.
I will let you know, and I will send you the bill.
I give this 5 out of 5 stars.
5 out of 5?
5 out of 5.
Okay. And if it doesn't work, send your complaints to CNET.
Yeah, not us.
Just saying. We didn't write the article.
No, this is totally from CNET.
All right. Cool. Covered our ass. All right. I also have a little tip too. Vince, you are now a Mac user, kind of.
Kind of in a way.
Kind of. He got a Mac, not a new Mac, but he got a Mac, and he's playing around with it, which is cool. Cool.
Yeah, I need it for work, pretty much.
Yeah. So that's awesome. And there's something called the MacHeist, which is pretty cool. We're at the 4th edition now. So what do they do is that they bundle a bunch of applications, Mac applications, and they sell it for a ridiculous price, and 25% of it goes to charity. So if you go to MacHeist.com, you get up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 apps right now. Instead of it being $539 for all these apps, it costs $29, which is ridiculous. So if you buy this bundle, you get Bejeweled 3, right? Okay, it's based off Steam, so you probably get a Windows version as well. You get Scrivener, which if you ever wrote an article or something, Scrivener is probably like crazy. That's a $45 value right there. Courier, which is an app that manages your social media. PDF Signer, to sign PDFs. Artboard, which is an application to design logos and graphics and all that stuff. Jurassic Park the game. Salmon Max game for Steam. Strong Bad awesome game for attractive people or something like that. That's actually a pretty good game.
Okay.
That $30 value, it's part of it. Radium, which is a radio app. Disk Tools Pro, which is an $80 value, which will clean up your disk and whatnot. You have another app called HD Artist, which we can HDR your photos, so it's a touch-up. And one thing that actually makes everything worthwhile is if you ever used Evernote, even if on Windows or on your iPad or your Windows Phone or your Mac or anything, or even just online on the web version, Evernote has a free account, and they have a premium account. Okay, the premium account costs usually $45. With this bundle, you get all those apps plus a year and 3 months of Evernote Premium, which is $60, all for like $29. So this actually applies to people that have, just an iPad or just Windows. If you ever use Evernote and you want it to go premium, this is $30 and you're contributing to charity, and it's cheaper than, and you get a year and 3 months of Evernote Premium. Plus also you get some Steam games. 1, 2, 3, 4 Steam games. And if people keep buying, so then if you get 25,000 bundles, there's another application called Fire Tasks, which is a GTD, getting things done method of task management. And even after that, you can unlock BioShock 2, which is part of it as well. And then there's also Painter Lite, which is another application for, graphics apps and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a great time to, if you like Vince, if you need to like mess around with some apps and stuff like that. Voila, here you go, and you get like at least four games that is part of Steam. Then these are, and by the way, the Salmon Max and Strong Bad, they're episodic games. So actually, in them, you get 8 games in each, because like they're episodes.
Okay.
So yeah, you get the whole series, let's say. So
that's cool. Sounds like a good deal.
It's $30. You can't go wrong. Even if you just buy it for the Evernote, it's a good deal.
Yeah, seriously.
So yeah.
And you're helping out charity. That's the most important thing.
25% goes to charity. So yeah. So I mean, right there. I've done this a few years ago as well, and it was totally worth it. I got like World of Goo and some other awesome apps that came like that. It just cost $30. It was like, sure, why not? So, MacHeist.com. MACHEIST.com.
We'll put that in the show notes.
Yeah. So, you're going to buy some?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
And I think that's it for our show.
Yeah.
Cool. I think we're under an hour.
I think so. I don't know. Probably
Maybe.
not. We like to talk.
We like to talk a lot.
Yeah.
So, get ready, tgtp.net.
Oops, hang on.
Oh, you got a phone call.
Okay, we're good now.
All right. Look out for tgtp.net. It's going to be launching eventually. We just need to work on it. You can always get a hold of us still at tgtp1@hotmail.com.
Yes.
Or at tgtp1 on Twitter, and at tgtp on Facebook. And let us know what you think. Also on YouTube, we are tgtp1. And check us out. Love us, hate us, like us. Give us a high five. Thumbs up.
Give us some of that internet loving.
Internet loving. animated GIF. I like animated GIFs. They're pretty cool.
Hey, and check out our new logo. We got a new logo.
Yeah, we got a new logo, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm part of a cult.
Yeah, that's a sweet looking logo, let me tell you.
So that's it for this week. I'm Vinny Matthews.
I'm Vinny Mastidi.
Peace out.
Take care, Internet.